Hi, thank you for watching my channel today. My name's Sarah and my channel is called Your True Shelf. Today I've just completely on a whim decided about 2 minutes ago that I'm going to vlog this weekend because for those of you that don't know me or are new to my channel, I'm a GP in the NHS, and as you can imagine, life at the moment revolves around something beginning with C. And all the prep we're having to do at work and things, and it's kind of taken over my brain a little bit just because we're constantly having to talk about it at work, doing my head in a little bit, and I just want something to distract me, help me read a bit more, and yeah, just take my mind off it for the weekend. So it's Thursday around 5 p.m, 5:15, something like that. I'm going to go and pick my daughter up from after school club in a minute, and then we're going to do a quick turnaround, and my husband and I are going on a date night. It's very exciting because that never happens. We're going to go and watch Andy Parsons do stand-up at the Playhouse in Norwich, which I got my husband as one of his Christmas presents, and so I'm looking forward to having a nice laugh. Hopefully we'll get away on time, everyone will behave and go to bed, and yeah, so I'll report back later, and fingers crossed this will be a nice distraction from all the madness going on at the moment. So it's Friday morning now. We had a really nice time last night. We went and saw Andy Parsons at the Playhouse, and had a really good time. He was really funny, and it was really just like what we needed to have a little bit of a laugh, which was really nice. And can you sit down, please? And now I'm down in the kitchen just getting breakfast ready, and this is one of the busiest times of day for me because I have to get breakfast ready for the kids and myself, and make tea and make packed lunches. Well, I don't have to do that today because on Friday there's fish fingers for lunch, which we'll be eating, and yeah, just getting vitamins and all that sort of thing, getting 2 people ready for school, one of whom is trying to pop up in the background. So I'm going to go and carry on with all of the madness of a school morning with 2 children, and I'll be back hopefully after we've done the school run. I can get a little bit of sit down with a cup of tea and do some reading. We shall see. So I'll catch you later. Bye. So we have done the school run, we have been to the shops and got a few little bits, and I've got on washing in the tumble dryer, washing to put away, a new load of washing gone in, typical stuff. Music in the background is my little boy's watching Zog on TV, in case you can hear that. So I thought I'd actually talk a little bit about what I'm reading at the moment. I'm doing a little bit of crazy reading of little bits of everything, which I really kind of want to just finish stuff, but anyhow. So I'm doing a buddy read. That's my main thing I'm reading at the moment, with Nancy, and this is the book. So this is Sweet Française by Irene Nemirovsky. I've taken the dust jacket off because I like to keep them in good condition. So it's a book which is set in World War II, and it's set in France, and currently I'm on page 92, so I'm about a third of the way through, and it's following several different families who are French as the German occupation of France begins. So basically at the moment they've all started off in Paris, and they've all had to flee Paris. There's been this sort of mad panic to get out of Paris, and no trains running, no petrol for the cars. People sort of, I think, not really realising what they're in for, and they're taking like ridiculous belongings with them. You know, they're taking you know, family heirlooms. Well, I can understand why, because it would be terrible to have to sort of just pack up and go like that, but they're taking things which are completely impractical to take, and people are promising them to help them and then not helping them, and there's people sort of stealing off each other and things like that, which in the current climate, I hope it never ever comes to something like that, but you can kind of, it's not very pleasant sometimes reading about that, but it also makes you think, God, you know, what those people must have had to go through by going through that. I mean, it's just absolutely terrible. So reading about that is, the writing is fantastic. Like, the chapters are quite short. You get a really good sense of place and of the characters' personalities without it being really long-winded as well. So I'm really enjoying it. We haven't really got a schedule for the buddy read. We're just sort of doing it. We've said at what points we're going to check in, but we haven't made a strict schedule. But that's what I'm. I've got my little cat here. Hello, sweetheart. That's what I'm. That's what I'm mainly reading at the moment. And then I'm. Oh, I just knock the camera over. No. And then I am listening to Olive Kitteridge by Elizabeth Strout. So that I'm listening to on Audible. The only issue I have, so it's basically like a book made up of what could be interlinked short stories, but it's actually a novel. Following mainly Olive Kitteridge, who is a woman, I'd say probably in her 60s, and her husband Henry. And it sometimes in some of the chapters they are the main focus, and in other chapters it's about a couple or a person that you might never see again in the story, or I don't think you will because I haven't finished it yet, but then Olive and Henry will feature in it a little bit, like sometimes there's a big bit and sometimes just as in passing. It won the Pulitzer Prize, and it's got a quote from Oprah on the front, so I thought it would be amazing. So I'm not enjoying it. Some of the chapters are quite depressing, but the thing I think that's a bit of a problem for me is that the narrator. So I think she narrates Olive and Henry really well, but she uses the same voice for all the other male and female characters. And Olive is quite abrasive and quite forthright and quite grumpy, and that works really well. But then because she uses that same tone with the other female characters, it makes them all sound quite grumpy and cross all the time, and that is spoiling it a bit for me, I have to say. So again, I don't know if the thing which frustrates me sometimes about audiobooks is if I love the narrator, I generally really love the book, but because I'm a bit iffy about the narrator, I don't know if I was reading this whether I'd be like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't think I would, to be honest, because it's not making me like desperate to get back to it. But anyways, that's what I'm listening to. Then I'm also still reading, well, I've kind of put on hiatus really, All Things Censored by Mumia Jamal, which is essays written from death row. It's really good, but I think I had to pause it because I had some library books come in, and then I just haven't gone back to it yet, but I'm absolutely going to get back to it. I'm also away through The Gender Games by Juno Dawson. So that is a book from Juno's perspective about gender, and so far it's focusing on what it's like for her to have been born into a male body, and what it's been like for her as a child, raised feeling that she was a girl in a boy's body. So it's really good, and I really like the writing, but I've had to put that on pause because of buddy reads and library books and stuff. So that's, I think, all I've got on the go at the moment. So I really want to sort of crack on today and over the weekend, because I've been out for the last couple of nights and haven't really done much reading. So whilst the TV's on and little man is happy, I'm just going to make the most of that and get some reading done, and I'm going to check in again later. Right, so so it's Friday afternoon. I'm just making some food and it's been a bit stressful at times today. We've had a fair few 2-year-old tantrums which have taken their toll on my reserves a little bit. We did do a library trip after school, which was nice. We've got some new children's books to read. Didn't get anything myself, I was very restrained. I was hoping we might have some women's prize books, but they didn't. They only had, well they did, but they only had Queenie, and I've already read it, and I was a bit like, I just wanted to give it to everyone and go, read this book, it's amazing. It was really sad to see it on the shelf. So I'm just making spaghetti bolognese, but because my reserves are a bit depleted and because it's now nearly 5 o'clock, I'm just making it with Lloyd Grayson sauce. I'm not making my own sauce. So I'm just making it with that and some vegan mince and obviously spaghetti, and then I'm going to have a beer and just try and chill out, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some more of my book read tonight, because I probably read, I don't know, like 20 pages or something today, so I am nearly up to the next section where I'm going to do a little Voxer chat on my next thoughts, so I will check it later. Good morning. Well, first of all, it's what day is it? Saturday, and I'm on the way to meet my friend Juno for brunch, and we're meeting at a sort of a place where there's plants all throughout the cafe, which is really nice. So I'll try and get some footage of that if I can. Can't chat for long because I am a bit late. So I'll catch you later. So I've had a really nice day today actually. I met my friend for brunch this morning, had a vegan breakfast, that was really nice. It's in this lovely cafe with like all plants, like indoors there's all sort of like tropical plants all around. And then there's like a little stream with some koi carp in, and there's some little birds which kind of hop around, little sparrows and things. So it's really nice feed. And then I went and had a look around the plants, and I did choose, I'll show you in a second, I chose this, well I'll just get it now actually. I chose this little cutie. Hello maybe. Hello. I chose this little cutie here. And I chose this little pink pot. I'll show you my coffee table in a minute where I've got some little plants on. And then I just felt like I really want to know more about plants and gardens and stuff, because our garden's like a complete blank canvas, and I've got some pots which did have some perennials in, but when the kids were really little I just didn't have time to go outside and like look after them properly very much, so I think they're a little bit dead. So I'm gonna, when it's nice weather, I'm gonna go back to the garden centre and choose some nice plants again, so I have time to look after them this year. And I'm gonna choose like maybe like a little tree for the garden. That would be nice. Although they're super pricey, I didn't realise. So anyway, my friend Sal told me that she really loves Gardener's World, and I'd never ever considered watching Gardener's World before. But a new series starts on Friday for spring, and apparently at the end of each episode it tells you like things you should be doing in your garden that week. So I've set it up to record. I'm really excited. So I think that makes me officially middle-aged. But yeah, so that's about that. And then I came home, my husband went to play golf, and then me and the kids like tidied up the playroom, and we found some toys that we thought we could pass on. And then we just had a nice time. We just played some games and stuff like that. I got a little bit of reading done. Me and my husband had a nice Indian for tea, and then he's just working up in the office now. And so I think I'm trying to debate whether I might watch a film, but it's 20 to 9. which is doable, but I'll have to choose quickly because if I spend ages choosing, then it'll be too late to start. Anyway, I'll just spin the camera around, show you my little coffee table with my plants on, and then I'm going to sign off and check in before bed. So we just got this coffee table last week. I really like it. It's really nice. And yeah, so we've got some little candles, and then this plant is not real, this one here. And then these two are. So that's the little one that I got today. And then that is a succulent that I got from Next. Yeah, so I'm really happy with my little coffee table. I think it looks really nice. It's a nice little centerpiece for the room. And then if I see any more other bits I want to pop on it, then I can. So it's Sunday night. I haven't actually done much at all in the way of vlogging today. Did my shift at work, which did learn some stuff, because obviously you can imagine what I was dealing with most of the shift. Then I came home and I just went to the cinema and watched Misbehaviour, which is the film with Keira Knightley and Jessie Buckley and Gugu Mbatha-Raw about Miss World and the protest that went on for women's liberation in 1970. So that was a really good film, actually. I thought it did a good job of portraying both sides of the argument. So not just about the women's liberation in terms of objectification of women, but also about how for some women, like Miss Grenada, who and Miss South Africa, who were black contenders, how much it helped to inspire young girls that they had a place in the world. So it had sort of both sides of the argument presented. I thought it was a good film, and it made me think. It made me think about stuff, and it made me think about beauty in terms of like all of the different aspects of beauty, not physical beauty. I don't mean just like what makes a person beautiful in their character and their manner and their thoughts and yeah, their opinions and their art and all stuff like that. And I like stuff that makes me think. So I enjoyed that, and actually last night I watched another film. I watched A Simple Favour on Netflix with Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. That was a good film. That was like a thriller, which I didn't realise was based on a book, and one of the challenges for the Reading Women Challenge is to read a book and watch the film adaptations. That's a possibility. So yeah, now gonna have a shower and get some more reading done probably, and then yeah, go to bed because it's the end of the weekend. So I don't have a clue how long this is going to be. I may have to edit some of it out, but it's been really fun to vlog. I haven't vlogged for a while, so I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you in the comments as always. And thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll do another one soon. Bye.